All right, welcome to the program. My name is Dr. Mankota. You are watching the TPN TV and Radio Network coming to you live from the United States of America. Today we'll get a lot of information we want to share with Una, but today the first segment is going to be occupied by a very generous group. We right now then they try for do something very very exceptional na salon, and this group na Edena UK, the APC UK slash Ireland. And what they try for do at this particular crucial moment is for make them able for raise funds for um, the voters registration. And as we all know, right now the APC party they gets a little bit of problems when it comes to this ongoing voters process. We yes indeed we get agents with the monitor throughout the centers them, but the problem is um we not prepare for make we able for go take some of the people the way they strand for come at the polling the registration centers. So that's not the problems we will get, and it costs a lot of money, right? So this group from the UK, Northern Ireland, they want for make a fundraising for that, and not only that, they also want for make a fundraising for the funeral of one of we own icon where they execute na Sierra Leone. I think on the 14th or 15th of August, when Evangelist Samson, where a lot of them know say na man we don't work for the APC party for a very long time. He sacrificed in life for the APC party. So this group, um, then they come talk to we about that. So right now, I just get one person. I think there's supposed to be four. I get Valda Kai and Kadi Kamara supposed for Cam, and hopefully it will join me, or we gonna know what thing they go on. If I then just send let me bring in um Valda Kai. Valda Kai, thank you very much for Canada program. All right, it seems like you mute. You mute.
Yes,
Okay,
you
now okay.
hear me now?
Yeah,
Thank
we hear
you.
you. I
Good
say
afternoon.
thank you very much for Canada program.
Yes.
So I
Um,
know. Yeah, go
sorry.
ahead. Sorry.
We just want to say thank you for having me. And my colleague then, we I'm sure say go join we soon.
In fact, I
Um,
did just
now
join.
privilege for every day.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. Well, let me bring in Kadi Kamara. We also happen for be one of the people that we try to organize this. Kadi, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you. Hello, everyone.
And nice to see you finally, because when you communicate behind the scene, but for now I see you face. Thank you very much.
That's right.
Yeah. So when I get a committee we name Evangelist Samson Strategic Committee, the
That's
ES.
right.
And when I decide for coordinate for raise funds for in funeral and the family, tell us, Kadi, about that.
Well, on the 15th of August, we call an emergency meeting just after the brutal murder of brother. So this meeting, we invite all the chairman, especially the UK and I. So, and then the stakeholders as well. So after the meeting, we decide, well, we need to form a 7-man committee. We go and put some strategy in place. So we formed the 7-man committee. What happened for chair the committee? We identify 3 main objectives, and well, 4 actually. So these objectives, one of them is to uphold Samson legacy, for support the family. We want to put a long-term plan in place, not only for now, but we need a long-term plan. And we also look at the people where they've been detained, where they're not they even allow access to them. They're not allowed for no one to represent them. So we say, well, we need for also look at them people at them welfare, take care of them and see how we go support them while they own detention. And also we think of the media team as a whole, because obviously we know that the reason they made them kill Samson, for made them silence with media team. And now the media team is on the run. So we say, well, we need for also take care of we media team, how we go support them and how we go make sure say we keep them voice live. And then the final, well, not the final one, then we say, well, we need for advocate, because obviously these guys that are held in detention, they have the right to go and register. And then the guys that are on the run also need to go and register. So how can we put a pressure on the government? We need to lobby, we need to advocate for them people. So we decide for form a subcommittee for advocacy and lobbying. Within that committee, we say, well, let we do a global protest where we decide for, say, we will target this protest for the 13th of this month. But however, I think the most priority one was to raise the funds, because obviously when we raise the funds, we're able to support this ones in prison, support the one that we do on the run, and then take care of the family. Then now we can't think and say, well, this is the time for registration. Everything is just caught up now. So we also incorporate the registration process inside this 4 objectives. So after the write-up, we strategy document, and then we present them again to the committee, and it was widely accepted.
I just they make me go ahead. I just they make me video.
Yeah, we call a general meeting. We invite most of the diaspora, the chairmen, but it was rather unfortunate. Most of the chairmen did not turn up at the meeting. We don't know why, but again, we decide for call another meeting actually tonight, because we need to pressure this chairman. They need to turn up for this meeting because it's very important. In fact, it is so important that we cannot neglect this time. The registration process, we all see how it goes so bad. What will not be the think of na in surface. So we believe that we need to act really fast.
All right, so thank you very much, Valda. Sorry, now the name right, Valda.
Yes.
Yeah. So
hello, Valda.
Hi, Kadi.
Yeah, let me ask you this question then. We know say for organize fundraising, not an easy thing at all. What are the mechanisms that we don't put together for this fundraising?
Okay, well, this fundraising, like my sister say, not to one group or another. It was spearheaded. It was started by the UKNI media team, now then Fosca on board, but it is now a global effort. Okay. So we get several chapters across the world. UKNI, we get Germany, we get Canada, we get United States, and a number of other places where, as the news they get out, then Sef1 can on board for join. So now the biggest way down the way we try to put this message out there. Secondly, we need to get the media on we side. So this appearance where we they do today, now one of the mechanism there where we they use for put this word out there. Because people they need for your, say we come on a culture where, in spite of the fact, say we they go school, we they learn for reading, right? We culture prefer oral tradition. So when people they hear the news on media like this, when they hear them on other media platforms, they like WhatsApp, voice recordings, or even this when I go post later for people then for replay, then go get the message better than if we they send out written memos. So we they try for cater not only to the people that way they out in the diaspora, but we also want for let the people there on ground understand, say, we in the diaspora, we not look the plight of we activists on ground in the APC party and settlement. We actually they take action, we actually they do something, and we they try for support them. Like my sister Kari say, we they try for support them legally, for let them know say when our rights are important to we don't want for them just come summarily execute people then and we not say nothing. So we want to make them know say we they try to get some legal representation for them. Secondly, we want to make them understand, say, according to we culture, where we know say when person lost somebody, all man they can't cry burying, we they try for raise funds for also help with the cry burying, for also take care of the one then now we don't left behind, where them breadwinner don't go. And not only one breadwinner don't go. plenty people there where then summarily execute the 10th and days following. Then families then they now way left, they not get side where then they able for income there because then breadwinner don't be executed. We they try for see what we can do for support them somehow, whether in the short run or over a period, we not quite know yet, but we want for support them. We want for let them know say the APC party they there for una, the diasporans and they there for una. We also want for make the one day where right now they don't hold them, then they're in a tight place. Let them know say we not forget them. We get in a heart where they try for work for them freedom, where they try for work for help them for let themselves go able for exercise their constitutional rights. The fact of the matter is the killing of Evangelist Samson was a pivotal issue simply because now being a man where get a very strong voice, a very loud voice, and anything where they happen, it gets out there in a moment. Within moments, his broadcasts were so widely listened to, they were so widely spread that he had great influence, and the influence we've been getting a positive influence for this APC party. So when they kill him, they essentially cut one foot of APC. And what do they try for do? If we're not able to get that foot there back restored, we want for at least get a prosthetic in place. So now that's not the essence of this fundraising where we they do. Thank you.
So, Kadi, I understand. Say when we call the first meeting, been turned out to be attended by most people, especially the chairman of different branches. How una reach out to them branches here? Because me happen for be the PRO for the APC USA, but I not been ever know say there was a meeting where we now call for such thing. This is very very important because to be honest with you, like waiting when I talk Kadi and Valda, a lot of we members they within a salon and they in hiding, and you can tell that through the ongoing registration process where they go on. Say people are registering actually, but the level of registration who we expect from the north and western part of the country will not reach that level date because people are afraid. And if we were the outside, we they try for Gideon the courage for say it's okay. I want to make them very clear. The protest was never organized by the APC party. Everybody don't know about that because the SLPP are trying to wrap this protest around the neck of the APC party. That is definitely not true. But the protests now affect the APC party because most of the things that way they happen now the north way now the stronghold of the APC party. So is there any way where when I go able for reach out? Maybe the first time when I reach out to them branches here, maybe they get problem. Is there any way when I go able? Well, now you said the meeting is today, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now since the meeting is today, how una don't reach out back to them branch executives there, like UK, America, Canada, Germany, and all those type of branches.
So actually, when we called the first meeting, the emergency one, then turn up. Especially, it wasn't not the diaspora. It was just the UK and I.
Okay.
And all of them then attend the meeting. So it was only after we decide now for join with the rest of the diaspora for work together, as my sister don't say. So when we finish with the document, they will call them now for say, well, oh, produce this document, then not turn up. But however, we call another emergency meeting because we all know that say if vital for many we are turn up and meet here. So we decide for write them personal letters. So we email some of them letters and then follow up with a reminder. We remind them yesterday, we remind them today. So I am just hoping that then we'll say this is very important. Then we attend this meeting tonight.
Did you send the information here not only to because this is it only an executive level meeting or the entire APC USA?
Well, we not call the general membership of of APC USA or England or the other parts of the world.
Yeah.
We just address them letters to all the branches and chapters. And also America is a bit different to we Nayaso. So we then actually instruct the chairman and ask them, please, can you share these letters to all your members? So we are hoping that they have done so. The one the way again on my phone, I don't try for reach, I don't try for call and message them. And then Delwyn, where been save all the numbers them, don't also send another reminder this evening.
So when is the meeting?
The meeting is 9 p.m. tonight.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. UK time, yeah.
Which is about a little
4 p.m. Eastern time.
yeah, which is about a little
It's
less
4
than
p.m.
an
Eastern
hour.
time and 1 p.m. Pacific time. And if I can just add a little bit, say in the party, we get hierarchy where we need for follow. So we not be one for break the correct
Yes,
protocol. Now
correct.
that to make the letter then be addressed to the chairman them, for let them spread the word.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
the different chapter them. And now that we expect, say, now the right way for do we no want for step on anybody in toes, we no want for break protocol. Essentially right now, APC really need that cohesion, and anything where any small group do for create any kind splintering or division, not a bode well for the party. Now that make we take that one day into consideration and say, let we go through the right channels for extend this invitation. So
Yeah,
if you
I
not
think that's
see him, we apologize sincerely from the bottom of our hearts. But this is the process and procedure we followed.
yeah, I think that's the right procedure because you in UK, you don't know much about the APC USA branch, so the leadership na in supposed for coordinate that. So I think say na the right procedure when I taking. Now I did ask each of una maybe one or two more questions. Then let's start with Kadi. Earlier before I talk about how this protest don't impact the enthusiasm of the APC NASA alone, especially in relations to this registration. Waiting na your own message to we brothers and sisters then where they right now NASA alone where they struggle, some of them and they in hiding. What's in your own message? And after that, the same question to Valda.
So Nami, wanna answer first or Valda?
Yeah. Go ahead. First Khadija, then Valda the answer.
Yeah, well, the difficulty now, so where we know obviously know all them people are so where they in hiding. But for the one then where we know, would they contact them, would they talk to them, would they encourage them, and everything what would they do now, would they tell them what would they do, so that then go no say we don't just sit down, we are doing something. Would they tell them say the diaspora they do something, would they work on something? And I believe say most of the way they in hiding, we don't try for reach out and support them, and some of them don't actually go out and register.
Okay.
But however, we don't know for the one then way we don't know who side then they. So now that make we fit to say this protest or one for protest and the lobbying and everything is very important. So that then people are the government will be pressure and for giving people have freedom for me they able for go about do what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to be in hiding.
Hi, Valda, same question.
Okay. My own main message to the one day way they in hiding, now that they need for use wisdom. Okay. Personally, me a Christian, and there's something in the Bible where it talks see we for be wise as serpents. When I say wise as serpent, it not mean say for do snake trick, but it means say in the heat of things, you need for do what you need for do without compromising your integrity for make you achieve the end goal. The end goal now for let people then go out and register in their numbers. If today you've been there where you read like how me wear and so where you want to go register, but say that they go bring problem, no way they read. If it cost you for wear green, for go register, we flag. Now green, white, and blue. Wear the green, match am with white and blue. You wear your national colors, go register. If you get for just mute you APC ness for that one moment day, for make you achieve registration, do am. Then the nine then call wisdom. You need for use wisdom right now for letting not block you, because if you not register, you not go able vote. If you not able vote, we not go able for pull them power Diana power. And now the aim that one day. So my own message is, do ya me people there una use wisdom. It not mean say if una not wear red that day for go register that una not to APC anymore. It not mean say if una get for wear green, white, and blue for go register, una not to APC anymore. In a una member say the main aim now for make ina go able register, they not block ina. When I don't do that one day, when I pull the red and white in a dance. That's my message. Thank you.
Now, I stay with you. The next question is, what's in your message to we leadership right now, because then they play a crucial role for this the success of this registration, and we try for work very hard for remove the SLPP come 2023. But the first step is this registration. If you're not registered, you're not going able for votes. If you're not able for votes, then your vote's not able for count. So
Yeah.
what's not the message right now to leadership, especially the 21-man committee?
Well, I want to say, I know I don't hear you say there's a movement out there where then they try for get together all past APC serving officers, whether they serve as MP or serve as minister. We're not they in the running right now for any office.
Mhm.
Make them come forward and give them services, for let them go split them up into small groups, for go monitor all the registration station them, and even the ward they when they do the primaries, the lower level elections. So I want to say kudos to we leaders then for Dandy. But I think say there's a lot more work we didn't get for do. Um, with respect to this whole issue where Naim make within they try for raise funds, I think they have been deafeningly silent. And not Yeri then talk much about the consequences of executing somebody like Evangelist Samson when I don't turn the poster boy for the cause of silencing people, taking away their constitutional rights. I know Yeri with leadership make any official statement where me being they expect say I go see a very strong message renouncing the actions, renouncing the consequences of the actions, and even just explaining to the people them waiting and they mean for democracy. Because waiting they be so, it puts we back decades in what we don't achieve in the form of democracy. We know what in democracy been look like in 2018, where APC been there in power. We know say pa Anes be even give a talk where he say, then they talk lie talk, then they talk fiti talk, then they curse some, then they talk rude talk, but one day arrest or shoot anybody. He said that. Now, person enough for cough, then don't put you in a tight place. I think say we leader them before don't team up and make the as an opposition party and make the ruling party know say, listen, this is unacceptable. We denounce them, we renounce them, and we want for Teluna say we not go accept them in any way, shape, or form. Thank you.
Kadi, the same thing. But I want to twist the question a little bit. Um, for making not be a duplication. Now, what in are you message to the diaspora? Because the diaspora they play crucial role in these coming elections. We are in the opposition. Whenever a party in the opposition, the diaspora of that party they play crucial role, because the people they wouldn't us alone, they not get much for do. And now when they try for raise funds for them process here for go on. So what thing are you message to the diaspora for this very important event when I try to do so?
Well, my message to the diaspora go be say we all get for wake up and walk in unity and love. I know say there are so many differences right now between people them, but I feel say there are times where you get for forget about everything and look at the bigger picture. And right now, the bigger picture here is for let we go register and vote and obviously pull them people here to come out 2023. But the division is too much. So for me, I just say let we come together, let we try for work in unity and just move on. Especially now where we need them for me and support this process. Just like when my sister talk, we need justice for Samson. We need for support Samson in family. Right now, they feel alone, they feel neglected, they feel so disappointed. Just like when my sister say, we all are disappointed. But can you imagine how the family going to feel right now? But I understand, say, them and the way they fit on, they're not going able to do much, especially the leadership, because they don't put in a tight corner. They don't brand and say they're part of the protest. Now they organize the protest. And they don't say we are then a terrorist and all that. So, and now the registration process they on. So it's like the time is not the right time for do anything. So for me, I feel say probably I made them silent, but we were there, so we not for silence. Lord, we work together. Lord, we attend them meeting. Yeah, Lord, we hold them protest. Lord, we raise these funds.
All right. Well, I know say when I get for good other things next 30 minutes or so. So I just want to take this opportunity for thank Una. I don't send the link of the broadcast now you WhatsApp, so Una can share them and while Mrs. F they can share the link. So thank you very much, Valda, Kai Kai, and Kadi Kamara. I wish you good luck and this what you want to do so a very important thing. So may God bless you, yeah.
Amen.
Thank you.
And dear, will they beg them, make them support we dear, let me them support this. If not anything, every little help.
Yeah.
Wherever they listen to we tonight, dear, let DP and in pocket, let's support this fundraise.
Yeah. Then can talk Pancreas saying a small piece they smell to us. Which man say little drops of water make a mighty ocean. Anything where you get $5, $10, $100, send them.
So the last thing I want for ask now, if somebody want for join this group or want for donate, within are the way for do am?
Well, if they contact you, we go send because obviously when we don't publish the accounts them tonight.
Okay.
But I'll not be able to forget the rest. I'm not because I be baby asked for attend the meeting. In get the one for America. I don't know if Valda gets the one for
Canada na for send by e-transfer to vcargbo@gmail.com. So V for Valda, Cargbo, KARGBO @gmail.com. When I can just e-transfer that money there and it go reach the organization.
And then for the UK, let her quickly pull them off.
Also, something else where we can do, we can send them to you, and maybe later on in your broadcast, you can put them up for we
Post
on the screen.
I think so that the best way when I text them to me, then because I still get another 1.5 hours to go. So if I text them, then I come back now that segment day for try for publish them out for let people then see the information, yeah.
Okay. Also, I will one last thing before we go. Anybody search for Evangelist Samson, GoFundMe, then go to Fenham.
Okay. So just search Evangelist Samson.
GoFundMe.
Go Evangelist Samson, GoFundMe.
GoFundMe, yeah.
Okay.
And for the UK branch, when we send the account, because now the UK and I account with the use, make them use the unique code ES. So then we go no say this now for Evangelist Samson.
Okay.
But I go put on the text as well.
All right, no problem. I will definitely post that information there as soon as I send. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Val.
Thank you, Kari. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We go for a short break. When we come back, we can talk. We can call Bumne Kamara for make it can tell we now the updates of this process where they gonna salon. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the program. This is Dr. Mankota. The last segment, I've been to talk to two beautiful women where they try for raise funds for the ongoing registration process. One of the things we let me just make this thing a little bit. All right, hold on. Okay, one of the things we they go on right now. Now this registration process is the modalities for make people they're able for come out from outside and day to the registration centers, and especially in the north and west side of the country, in the rural area of the country, because not to every side registration center. Some registration centers then they like 2-3 miles away or even 5 miles away from certain villages or certain towns or certain streets. So, and looking at the condition of things that's alone, some people they not get the appetite for saying anything. La waka 5 miles for go. La I pay how many 2,000, 3,000 for go register. Even though it's very, very important because that's not in determine the um in life now the next 5 years, right? Because the next government get for determine whether you get forget electricity, you get forget good water system, you get forget good road system, you get forget health system. Because I deliberately refuse for put good with the health system that's alone. And as we all know, there was I think an audio where I listened about a day or two ago, where at the certain members of the SLPP then they talk about how the health system as alone. I don't know who that been a talk. I forget the person who been a talk, but a very important person. How the health system as alone is good. So, but the person feel for realizing just about a couple of weeks ago, last month in fact, Madabi been get some kind of sick. He been sick now in talker, not to we talker. What he happen? He not go na hospital na salon. He run away, he go na London. Na London, he go cure himself. So if the health system na salon is good, why the president of Sierra Leone we responsible for that? Not get mind for go na any of their hospitals then they. Even the private hospital then na salon. The president not get mind for go there for go take treatment. He get for fly all the way, spend over $250,000 for go take treatment na London. So these are some of the deceptions where um people then they always they put out na social media, because it can't be say social media nowadays na something way easy. All what you need is you get a smartphone, you get internet connection. That's all. You can spew anything where you want for spew on social media. So these are some of the things where they on the line for you waiting as alone. This is why registration is very, very important. Like I talked earlier, I just try forget all of this guy. Boom Ifa. Yeah. So it is very, very important for make we try for educate the people of Sierra Leone, whether you know SLPP, APC, PDP, whatever, or NGC, whatever political party, for same You vote, now your life. You vote, now in it determine the next 5 years. Whether you get for the alive, because when sickness catch you, we sometimes not to sickness, we even supposed to kill you, because there is no medical, good medical provision, and you not get the money for go overseas, for go take treatment, you go end up for get problem, not so. So, so these are some of the things we I want for tell we brothers and sisters then na salon say this registration is very very important. The registration is very very important. Okay. The number you're calling is currently busy. All right. It seems like Bumne still idiot another call. Um yeah. Let me try another one. Okay. Mm. All right. So these are some of the things we. Oh, what will the one way I want? These are some of the things we um I they talk about for say this registration is very very important. If we're not able for um understand the importance of your vote, now the reason this way they say people get the bold mind for go take 25,000 leons for in votes. The only person wey dey do so na somebody wey no actually know wetin na the value of that commodity, that vote wey e get na im hand. You know, like I get about one, two, three, four, five computers. Okay, two laptop, three desktop. Now the studio here. If I take, let's say this mixer, I send them I give them to a 10, 15-year old boy. And I go take and say now very, very expensive something. Sometimes they go sell and then $10, $15, $25, right? Because you don't know the value. So now the same thing with the voting, right? The voting is very important. It's very, very important. If you're not able for vote for the right person, you they end up for get the wrong service where you they expect from politicians them. So voting is very, very important. As we dey talk, they try for try back Bumne and see waiting whether I go able get even they I think even they tell me say the phone the person they na another line. So hopefully um we go able let me try another person and see if that's it will pick up. Hopefully not pick up. Yeah, you know they pick up. All right, so that's not the situation where we find ourselves. Um, if we understand within the importance of voting, we did dilute that importance there, then we know they do a good service to we people them. We people then need for understand from we say, do you really want to remove Madabio from power? Is that the objective? If this is the objective, then the first thing we get for do, I for go register. When you go register, you go able for vote. When you go vote, your votes will be counted. And that's now in they make you they win an election. right? Now, as I dey still try for get hold of Bumne, um let me see if it's still there. Okay, let me try again if he's still, maybe it's go still there na phone. Yeah, the phone they ring small small. Hopefully it go pick up. If you get any comments, no hesitate for send you comment. I see one comment. Let me see. I see one comment from Peter Dauda. Peter Dauda say, all right, Bumne in phone look like he busy. Yep, it look like he busy. Okay. We will continue for get hold of them. All right. So Peter Dauda say, how can you doubt or deny APC involvement in the August protests when they took place in predominantly APC stronghold? Well, Peter Dauda, um, thank you very much for the comment. This is very, very important.
Hello.
All right. Come on, APC.
Yes, sir.
How they do, bro?
Fine.
You get any updates
So,
for the registration, the voters registration?
the minister or man, I got first time voter in Atom Kolili.
Yeah, well, you didn't have the program live. I'll tell you right now. So, yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, I say you didn't have the broadcast live. So, give me an update.
Okay, thank you very much for make a dinner this program live.
Yeah.
Reality registration struggle and go around. Maybe to say, so happy for we as the Leone and them as a country where people and fight democracy. Because first in history, what they happy so on registration, no ever see in the history of this country. Because we don't pass that stage and day where they get a registration, this time around they say 15 days, 9 they do now it first 15 days. No, first time when they get registration, even after the war. Now as they say registration, all stations in the open, all registration centers in the open. Now only this regime can get this time where they say first phase 15 days, first and second phase 15 days. That is for say that people don't fail and did the continue for fail. Now the most issue right now in do right now that the first time voters they target. Why for they target the first time voters? Because mind you, President Bio campaign with the free quality education, where some of we can call them cosmetic quality education. They don't fail at the education system. Mind you, most of the young people then in school right now from 18. Most of the people right now don't sit back here, wax, especially the wax. Now 18 years of age, I don't sit wax. They know the drop out right now in our schools because when you fail back here, believe me, you don't turn drop out because the government don't want to pay for you. So straight away you don't turn drop out. The back if you fail wax, straight away you don't turn drop out. Mind you, this government, they meet the former government, then they subsidize for college fees. Now those subsidies not there. I'm saying they can give school loan for colleges then. No school loan not there for these 4 years or 4 years or months. There is no school loan. So all the young people of this country get that determination for they don't know this government no good for them. So don't get the determination for say for do now they now for go register and vote against President Bio government. So they say don't know this. What do they do? They target the young people them who don't reach the age of 18 for votes. So now then they don't release all the ministers them. Then they district them for go and target minister them. Like I tell us right now, the Minister of Youth, Mohamed Roman Bonga, they go center to center in Maboka, so Kolili district, they go harass people, young people, not for register. When the young people, then they pull them birth certificate, then say these are they're not 18. Mind you, the law where net pull, then say as far as you don't possess, you get your birth certificate, they for register you. Or if you don't get your birth certificate, as far as you command chief, or sound chief, you will identify for say, this cannot 18 years. They forget this time. Or if you get you results, when you show say yes, the year we enter primary school, they go secondary school. The picking that the young people they present them there, but then they reject them. Oh man, they go station to station and they will reject people and picking them, or 18, not for register, because why we cause that? Because they fail the young people of this country. I mean they target the young people because mind you, this time around politicians they tell again the young people they say, now these are not the young people are not here. Now, like 16% of the young people are not drop out of school. So these are the focus right now for say for state young people for register.
So let me ask you.
These are the challenges right now they go on.
Yeah. So based on what they understand, the information how they get, people then they register, but the turnout now the north and west of the country, when the APC stronghold, it also high beyond the expectation we get. So you get any? I know say number one, there was some technical difficulties during the first few days of the registration. But apart from that, waiting at the other reason why the turnout is a little bit lower than expected.
Indeed, people up to now people come out in numbers for register at the north and the western area and parts of East Lekono. The main problem right now, the difficult of the registration, now the cosmetic computers them, what they order, they mind also for that money only, then go order part solar generator them, when a solar generator, can you imagine this with this? We don't get sun right now at this continent, they go order solar generator. So that solar generator will charge then computer there. So this don't impact the registration, don't go slow. Then mind you, the then computer where they carry, the computer also updates the cow. Mind you, they don't think that then computer there. Especially most of them computer they send them at the western area and the north. Because the require return of course no more. Computer what if feed and they tell you. Them don't target them computer there as far as you go give your name for say you not 18 years. The computer they reject you. They say the computer will reject you because you're not 18. Not lie. Most of them tell the computer as far as they put 18, but say this was not 18, the computer they reject you because you don't tell that computer for say as far as what carry 18 years of it, they reject and these are the concern the guys now they happen now the not. But mind you, still the call on people when they come on and do and register instead. We don't get so many registration like me so Usai accommodate when a Mambolo chiefdom come here at this street. Na my own side, na Malambe. Indeed, the way the registration is going right now, because today 2 days no be get machine no be come on. But this inside this 5 days now, registration is going. People are be for improve. People in the camp. There's so today so people because they just want to give me updates. They register 125 people. And now what date today? 125 people in the register. Yesterday they register 132 people. So the registration will be for come up now we on site. But because although can be right now, they face difficulties in some area them. Like Falaba, they face difficulties in Chonkolili and carrying a district, parts of Poloko, they face difficulties. But the registration will be for come up. Like the western area, people they turn up, western area, some side and they registration they come up, some side and they right now, then they register past 300. But there's so many challenges because people they really they come out every day for go register. Then they able to register to the target who want or make them target for register. Because right now western area we provide for say each center right for register say 500 people or 600 people for the day. But do not ever get no station across the country who don't register past 500 or 400 people. We be to say it's very difficult right now. Where these are the challenges where Sierra Leone is facing. These are the challenges where the north and the west are facing. Be the southeast, that's what they face now. But for now, so far, so the results they get, Poloko already surpassed Bo. Some colleagues already surpassed Kenema. Because now, now the ministers are all the upline. Because the people, they come out. And when they come out because they don't pay the people, the people say don't see no development as they call. Now that they go now for go and campaign, pull money, give people them, go take rest, buy a house, they say they go sell and give the people them. 200,000. That is for saying a failed government because a government work. No need not there. Now they go. Now they can't take credit. Now they go also they sell and for say when I buy them. So when they sell 500,000 or back, now so many people go back 200,000. For me, when I consume people for register, and then the people they buy the rest, they go for register. These are the issues that they happen at the southeast. But mind you, we still continue because we get so many people at the southeast where don't determine for vote against this government. And did they call on them people and they come out in number and register and did the first 10 voters them. They don't know now they call on the international community and did make them go according to the NCR. Because the first 10 voters they go there back certificate them. They deny them.
Okay.
People they go, the government chief, they recommend them, they deny them. The minister them of SFP, they go station, they attack neck officers them, threatening them. I get video now where one man they go to center to center, the minister of youth, they go and harass neck officers them. Which of course the picking them, the section chief, writing them, is signed, is stamped out, is stamped, he said he picking na center for say he picking Asabi and 18 years. That is one and the next day.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
For say that section TV and they go live. Picking on it go live for say I picking on it for register. No.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the opportunity for giving an update within the Ghana Salon. Una stay safe. All right.
Yes. No. The country is safe. Although the intimidation no more where the first 10 voters that they facing,
okay.
Where we some of the area patriotism they facing because of patriotism, they try for talk for say yes, no, these people they don't count there, we document them. Which kind of documents? Now the way say, no, most of the yellow documents for cows birth certificate, now the green one. Because get call of certificate, birth certificate them. That this government not responsible because we not say that they fake birth certificate and that this government not responsible. We not say fake NCRA document and that this government not responsible. How would they continue this government for government? Because everything where people go now center, now say in a fake thing.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much.
And that was Kuroma APC. Even a talk to we give you an update from Freetown. We go try for get more people for make we able to see how then we able for give an update. They try for call Honorable Abdul Kabo right now. Bumne in phone. I don't call on several times. He busy. So hopefully I know say them guys are them busy nowadays. So hopefully one of them go able to give me another update. All right, let we go back to the comment section. Okay, I've been try for read Peter Dauda in comments where he put before Kuroma APC come. Okay, before Kuroma APC come. Peter Dauda, how can you doubt or deny APC involvement in the August protest when they took place in predominantly APC stronghold? Okay. Peter Dauda, is that the criteria for determine whether the APC involved or not? Is that the criteria? I don't think say that's not the criteria because the one way you say now we APC stronghold now the same people then they argue say when I get about 40% of voters them now the APC stronghold 40%. Well, I think 40% is a very huge number, right? We don't know whether okay, doctor, I think you don't come. Doctor, make sure you're ready before I bring you in. I know I'm for make them see you dip and sleep. All right, I bring you coming now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, I see you, they relax now. I say, hey, me doctor, dip and relax. All right.
I know.
So Peter Dauda, I've been just done interview with two women. The other woman he came late, but I just kick her out because that interview they done. Then supposed to come 3 o'clock. He can't now 3:45, so the interview will be not done. So I just kick him out. Peter Dauda, if I don't think say you go eat your cake and have it. Because if una they argue, say, oh, now una stronghold, so therefore the APC involved. Well, that stronghold, now the same place where una they argue, say, when I get 40% there. And the last time I checked, 40% now a huge number. Could it be some of them people then they from the SLPP themselves, they involved in this protest? That will just make them for sabotage. Yeah, so I don't think say he writes the APC not involved in this. Me brother, if the APC involved, now me not the first person we criticize someone, I know that. But this, I don't see no reason. I don't talk about this so many times. I don't see no reason why the APC for involved in this. If you say some members of the APC they involved, that's not general statement that one day. Okay, so I not go argue with that. But for say the APC is involved, then at the party itself directly you accuse, which is very, very wrong. The party before the protest on the, I think on the 8th, the party come out and put a press release saying, we are not part of any protest. We not go tolerate and support any protest at this particular time. So why are you still insisting that? Because now the APC stronghold, now the protest take place. Well, even at that, you see how many people that we actually come out. They're not in a very huge area. The north and west, now a very huge area. Now then get the most populous Nasa alone. Then the population is more than any other area. So if the APC is really, really involved in this, do you think that's number where you see so? Now in the APC for being just full? No. This protest is organized by some people where one for sale or one for continue for become relevant na social media. And unfortunately, there are people who actually still they buy into some of them things and they. Well, the APC not a petty party, now a very solidified major political party. You know, we know they involve some of them petty things are way for just try for show off. No. And unfortunately, people were killed. You know, so I don't know, Doctor, you get anything for say before we go to the next comment?
Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, Dr. Makota, ladies and gentlemen, observers, viewers, and listeners. This argument or this hypothesis or suggestion, you go look in various forms because you get for ask what are the cause of this uprising. This is not a broad-based question. And we don't see from various Sierra Leoneans, whether APC, whether C4C, whether SLPP, etc., people will express grudge against the cost of living. Then they express grudge against injustices. So if I can just name a few, for just like how you say, oh, now APC, now you do this, I think say, I stand on your side, I totally refuse that. This is not an answer. I don't know, sometimes maybe the school where I go, I'm not savvy answer question. But if you ask...
What school are they, Losar?
Well, well, I go Losar, I go St. Francis, I go grammar school, I go part of Rabe College. So So, I mean, here, let us be serious because honestly, lives have been lost. And at a time like this, me or we or most of us not expect we will arrive at this stage. And, because we want to move forward and opt for peace, do ya? Me, I dey ask citizens alike as well as government, make we do the right thing and avoid calamities. These are man-made calamities. Look at the natural disasters, calamities we get every year. We have so many to think about making that country. But this is not distraction from development. And the causes are many. So if we begin name the causes of this, it's not APC. I'm not going to say either it is SLPP. There are a few individuals or generally people them will feel aggrieved of certain situations. Then they want for protest. Then they go into the street. Then you can ask why. Then this is another question. People are jobless. I mean, you go see from the placards who swayed and come up. I don't see anyone they will say APC. Now, some of the things them we want peace, we want this, we want justice, we want. So let us don't play the fool's game here. We are all Sierra Leoneans. We know what is happening, and let us all opt for peace. This is what I am saying.
Okay. Let's go to Alusan Samora. Alusan Samora say, ladies need to ask the moderator what part he's playing to bring APC back to power. You playing neutral doesn't help in any way. You better come out and pronounce your flag bearer moving forward. Time is not on your side. Trust. Sorry. Alusan. Okay. Pronouncing a flag bearer at this time for Dr. Mankota is irrelevant. You know why? It is not all. Politics is not always about flag bearership. In fact, politics is not necessarily about flag bearership. Politics is about strategy. You can get all the flag bearer where you want at the world. If you don't get strategy, you dey go waste money, you dey go waste time, you dey go waste your precious time. Okay? Now, the question where you want for make the ladies they ask me, well, maybe you knew this platform. Well, welcome, Alusan. Welcome to the platform. Well, this platform though actually it started in 2010, way before the second term of former president Anes by Corona. Now in this platform don't they the role where this platform don't play throughout the past 12 years is unimaginable in the politics of Sierra Leone. On both sides, I don't play so much crucial role. Now the APC with this platform, irrespective of the fact that when I sit on here, I'm neutral because I get for ask question on both sides. Because one thing we you as a credible person not go ever do, you get such a huge platform like this, you start for sure some kind of biasness or some kind of things we not genuine. My brother, the TPN was the second platform now online for Sierra Leoneans. The first one, now one guy I think he did in Maryland. Now I think they call us Sierra Leone music media. Then you for music. That's the first online platform for broadcast. The first live broadcast for Sierra Leonean, now the diaspora is the TPN. Now we force the broadcast live. online. That time it was a radio platform, a radio station. Now we get both the radio. Right now the radio instead of people that would listen to the radio, they listen now. So the 2012 election was very, very phenomenal. In fact, we've been covered that one day live at that time there. And after that, the programs then what would they put na this platform when it comes to the APC, to be honest, was some of the most important strategies them where the APC, if them for being listening to people like we so now this platform, what would they tell them things them for saying now this now you would need for do like what would they do right now? Now in the make we go able to win election. My brother, the APC party not for being lost the 2018 election. So I'm just trying to explain because you knew how this platform don't play a crucial role within the spectrum of the APC politics. But as you know, African leaders, Sierra Leone in particular, they don't want the truth. They don't want the truth. They want lies. Like what thing they happen so they want if Nami like can say, oh yeah, Mr. X is green, Mr. Y is red, where Mr. Y and Mr. X is blue. They want for make you go they talk something where they make them then they happy, not those things where they benefit the society or the party. That is the problem where we get with most of the leadership of the APC party at the time. That was the problem. We foresaw the demise of the APC way before any other person. My brother, we talk and we predict them. Now this program say if X, Y, and Z is not resolved, the APC is going to lose the election. We for do X, Y, and Z this way, this way, this way. You know what? They say now young people and Aboku talk when they talk. They ignore we. And exactly 100% the prediction way some of we give now it happen. The first prediction way again, Yansane, I say, Wusa you gonna say if we not try for do X, Y, Z the way we supposed to do them, we they go to runoff. Remember, in 2017, leading to 2018 or 2016, leading to 2018, almost 99.9% of the APC members they not been believed say the APC will lose the election. And at that time, when somebody like me come out and say, no, the APC is going to lose the election because of XYZ, people they know they take me serious. Yes, I don't tell me say, bo man continue na small, we don't depend politics for 50 years. Dr. Kamala na witness. I say, hey, and I predict for her, I say, the first thing, if we not do this, the first thing where they happen, we they go into runoff, and be sure if APC and SLPP go into runoff, we are going to lose the election. The first votes come, indeed, 100% we go to runoff. And according to I say, you see, what I've been to tell you, now here is the danger. We are going to lose this election. Indeed, we lost the election. You know, would have been first no now the diaspora and media them. Well, I think now throughout the diaspora media, I mean the only media we actually NEC accredited. I've been get people them that's alone we actually they tabulate for me on media now this program where I've been they show the way the votes been they go on. You know, I know the first people then that the diaspora will not say we don't lose the election, my brother. Immediately after that, Ablaberete take come. He can't talk to me. He say we don't win the election. Well, as a member of the APC party, I not go come and say no. But I asked some question where some people then suspect say something is not right. But to cut matters short, my brother, we lost the election. And guess what? Because we've not been prepared for accept defeat because nobody not been the think say that election APC go lose them. The shock where we get after we lost the election, that shock they up to this time now in the destroy we so because we not been prepared at all with all the prediction we me don't give. So my brother, you na new person here, so welcome. But this platform don't play crucial role not only within the APC but also in the political spectrum of the country. Doctor, you get anything for say before we go to the next one?
Well, not really, because I think say we have an objective to keep the country in peace, and also for balance, we're reporting and commenting, and also for think out of the box, just like how you did tell that man. I mean, Mickey always call you say, if you're looking grown, you can write because now out of certain statistics, you go trends, you don't study over the years, and this nine can also happen even at the United States. You have commentators there where they can come and they look how the trends they go, how people and they vote, then they can make some postulates for say now or predictions for say now so it be now so it be. So yeah, we know they can make enemies because, as you say, Udana you flag bearer. Yeah, Moku left hand to the party.
Yeah,
the party will discuss about that. That's all I can say.
Ah, baby, how you don't late? You late? You really late? And Fatma himself he come after the program. But for the sake of this, I will give you some time for make. I let now 5 minutes for make you say what you get for the day. So let me bring you in.
Good afternoon. Oh.
Baby,
Afternoon.
In a
Yeah, I need to be 4 o'clock, you know.
No, not 3. Can he not tell you?
Yeah, can you not tell me? Just tell me, say 9 o'clock America, England time. So
No,
or 8 o'clock England time.
Now 8 o'clock. In fact, then come on time. So I don't know why they tell you say 9 o'clock.
No, he say 8 o'clock. Now me miss the time. I still say then they like 5 hours or 4 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Well, unfortunately, then don't come. We don't done. But let me give you
They
5
don't
minutes. Yeah, then don't go. Yeah, now the first segment we done. But let me give you. Yeah, maybe you go watch the replay now. Let me give you 5 minutes at least. Unfortunately, Famata Kuruma income, but I just say, well, we don't know. Now I know say when I try for make this, you know somebody with very, very, very active, very, very, very important now. The APC USA. So when I see the name Baby Haj, where Kadi send me that name there, I say no. Is there another Baby Haj in London? Because London no more they talk about. Now I say no, the Baby Haj one no, not to London idea. Now America idea. Say okay, now okay. So what you actually want to try for do with this fundraising?
Actually, Una, good evening one more time. Good evening to everybody who they watch this show today. I want to tell you thank you, Mr. Mankota. Thank you very much. Thanks for a nice introduction. We did try to raise these funds for actually help with the family. I mean, Samson in family. Samson in funeral, Samson in family, and also the media team they would on left. Because what happened during this saga where Samson then kill him, the media about the way they propagate the party in business, then go on the run. Yep. If we not take this step for help their wire, they will kill our social media in a salon. And these boys are doing extremely well for propagate the party in business. And so we feel the need for let we raise these funds, so we help them. And also help the family who don't left. Samson was a breadwinner for his family. There is a mother here where he left and a wife and 2 children. Those children are very young. And the youngest one, not even, I think he's just a year old, you know. So if we not do that, we feel say we go lost the media team because for God forbid, if they're asking the question, well, Samson don't die now being the mouthpiece of the party. So what's in the party they do and what tuna they do? And God knows most of us who are there now the diaspora will become very popular on social media. Now them bobo they are na salon, now them propagate to names them na salon. So now that me could raise them funds there. Me just want for join me comrade them for plead law put to political ideologies, the law put to political internal fights. In fact, me I not feel say we get internal fights. I think say we all they get one goal, the goal for let APC come back na power. All APC people want for let them see the party back na power. Lord, we come together for once. Lord, we do something we go make a difference with we people the way they put their lives them on the limelight. Thank you, sir.
Well, yeah, I think what you talk so, and I discussed with Kadi and Valda earlier in the program. You see, the danger here is now the young one the way they can work can take over. Then they see some of them brothers the way they work for the media for APC and then they humiliate them. If they don't see any kind of effort for make we able for help the family members of them people here, then the next person we get for can take over that responsibility. They afraid they go say, you know what? Me look that other person, wait them in kill and what them do, nothing will
What
not
you
say.
can do?
So that's not the importance of what they do so for make we able to raise this fund for make and I just the call on every APC members that the diaspora for make them able for help what they do so for complement una for make una able to raise enough funds for help them people. Like, there are people where they na prison up to now. Some of them people they don't even get somebody where they go visit them. You know.
Exactly. Like one of after Samson, there is a boy called Political Thinker. Then all about a week ago. You know the area about Samson. You know, we just they struggle. We a handful of APCs where they struggle for try and reach out for help. You know, it's frustrating. And so if we not come together and do this, believe you me, we are doomed. APC, we are doomed. And I think say for me, I don't say I'm time without number. People question what's in the parental body they do. Me, I know they question them because I not believe say God they come out upstairs can't talk to we. I believe say it's time. This is time for us people who they live in the diasporans. For Lord will take the leadership. Lord will help people in a salon. They ask then sit on there, everyone will shake, then they all then go put on a Pandemba road. We have the voice, we have the willpower. If we come together, we will make a difference and we will save Upati.
Yeah, definitely. So if somebody want for join this group or want for donate, Kadi been tell me say if for send me information before the program done, but I not receive no information from my it. So if somebody
Okay.
want for join or want for donate, what do you get for because this is not global something, right?
Correct. We have different people the way they collect money in a different side. If you then at Europe, Kadina the link. If you then at the US, I get a GoFundMe while open GoFundMe for Samson. I go share and back with you. Where you very legit, you they go now the GoFundMe, you donate, they see your name forever now the GoFundMe list, and they see how many people then donate, how much they donate, how much then at the GoFundMe. I do that deliberately for transparency, so that we will see how much will they get, and we will keep the media, we will keep the public notice how they spend their money there. Right now, we retain a lawyer. We get a lawyer where they work on they try to get something. It remains. We don't know if we will succeed, but we are fighting. We are just doing so much, and it takes a lot. It's not easy, Mr. Mankota. It's not easy at all. We really, really need the help.
Yeah, definitely. I just they try for maybe if you able send me the link, I go able for Sean at the broadcast.
I'll do that.
Yeah, so send them to me right now.
Okay.
So that I go able. I don't know, doctor, you get any question for Baby Haj?
Yeah. Good evening or good afternoon, Baby Haj.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. So you know, I just want to make a few comments here. You talk of the diaspora for make them take the lead. Diaspora have always been taking the lead. And that's for no question. We know that. And some of us, we are the forefront. And even now, we try to give advice. But the truth is that in fighting where you say, it has to stop. And they forget a central command by now. I mean, this now all lead into this. But if we find out for, say, even the media houses, then they abuse themselves. I mean, people there are, then they on the sidelines of such and such a person or an aspirant or something. This is disgraceful to the party. I'm sorry to say this. So, I'm happy you are coming up for Take Leadership. Although, yes, anything will happen, they say, na the diaspora. When something happen, they say, na the diaspora. So, I think, say, this GoFundMe is very good because this is a human rights something and a very important for. I been read this morning the Samson in wife waving the appeal, and it will appeal to voters them for making them register in large numbers so that a husband go rest in peace. So these are some of the things where I feel say it will be the driving force. And also the media houses them, if you then say they're left handle, then shame on them because this is the time they're up to step on the gas so that they don't fight a losing battle. That's what I'm saying. And the GoFundMe, I think, is very good for the diaspora as well as the in-house or in-country their support. And also I want for ask Big Brother them. When I say Big Brother, not by age, the one the way they inside the government, the previous government house.
Correct.
What are these guys doing? They have the money. They are sitting on the money. No. I'm very serious. It's very selfish of them if they don't take up steps to help these media houses and also those people who have perished. Then you know what? I'm not going to forgive them their sin and that's all I have to say, sir.
All right, so I did see a GoFundMe. Let me just bring it in. If not, that is
yes.
Okay, so now the GoFundMe this. If you just type like putting baby Haji, they try for talk about the dollar is about $1,300. So any small amount, I think say it will able help. Just go to this page and just donate
all over social media,
Yeah, donate anything where you get. You can donate 50, 100, 60, 200, 20, any amount of money where you get. Is better. And remember, like quoting Baby Haji and Kadi and Valda been they talk about this man, he left two picking them. He left a wife. Who is going to take care of those people? Them picking and they not even start school yet. Who is going to take care of their education? So you see the implication here where we as APC members, when somebody I know Evangelist Samson because one day I don't interview him on my program. I know one day Evangelist Samson cause for say, oh, now them bobo they would just did in social media the cause. No. He was
very modest.
Very never
modest.
Somebody where they come and begin cause problem on social media. If they come explain about what the government they do, about what the APC party they do, and for promote the APC. That's all they do. That the reason this way. That the reason this way, I get so high respect for unfortunately, they don't execute on today. But waiting we get for do now as a party for make sure say the other person where they admire this man before and now you don't die, it go one for can take in shoes for where and say, you know what? Let me step in myself. Let me start doing thing in the way late Evangelist Samson and they do. If you not see any kind of encouragement from the APC party, if we're not able for sure say yes, indeed we care about we people we members them when and they in a tight place, then that is very very dangerous. So ladies and gentlemen, una donate. You get Baby, had you get any last word what you want to say before I let you go?
I just want to thank you one more time, Mr. Mankota. Thank you very much. I want to thank you, you podium. All thank you for giving me these few minutes.
I think
I really appreciate it.
you did off the your voice is too low.
Okay. Now they hear me now?
Yeah, it clear, yeah.
Okay. I said I just want to tell you thank you and tell you podium thank you for giving me these few minutes. For let we go talk about this. I tell you all thank you.
Mhm. Thank you very
Well,
much. Thank you very much because this effort what they do so now in the APC supposed for do. So for taking the lead on this effort, I think say we all supposed for support for now. Because now a very, very good thing for the APC party. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, that was Baby Haj. We now one of the executives of the APC USA for some of now we know Sabi. So let me go back to let me just pull in. Wow. Let's go back to the comment section. Usai Abende. So I Alusan still use your platform to propagate the values and intention of the APC. Well, that is exactly what I'm doing. That is exactly what I'm doing, my brother. You just see, I just propagate right now things where
yeah, very important.
APC member. Me, where you see me so I know they propagate things then way they benefit the APC party. Let me tell you one thing, my brother, Alusign. Maybe you don't understand what under Dr. Mankota. One of the things where people they sabi me for, and where I know the play, I mean life, me credibility. Very, very important. I know ever shattered me credibility for anything. Me family members they know that I mean. Me friends they know that I mean. Now the APC party from the leadership and as by Kuruma all the way down, they know that I mean say, I they propagate APC for the benefit of APC, not for the benefit of an individual. Thing where they benefit the party. Me not to individual somebody, me a collectives person. So many things where I they do within the APC party. But some people they want like where that protest, that had like a protest be happen. Now we all can support them. I know they do one because you know what? When they announce so they call themselves the BPP, where they announce it, oh they can protest. Well, not the first person will come out and say, a protest at this time, even if not to the APC they do and they affect the APC directly. There were some people who have been in the time. So, man, Kota, well, no, people then get the right for protest because look at what they go at the country, blah, 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 blah. I say, yes, I know. People have the right to protest and they get their own right. But imagine, protests normally as alone, it end up violent. And when that happen, the SLPP-led government go take advantage of that. I talk am. Before the protest, I talk am. I say, and when the SLPP government take advantage of that, you know what thing they happen? That's what the people the way they protest and then they go after. They want to go after the APC because that are the big fish. Even if not the APC responsible for that. I did say so. And guess what? That exactly now happen. The one they will be they criticize me. Well, look at it today. Most of the people they are weighing and at the media and salon, then they underground. Some of them I get almost all of their number. Some of them what they call it, they not get my answer. Because they never hide, they know once where you talk to somebody, then find out who say they. This is who Dr. Mankota is. This Namio responsibility how I they propagate the APC party. Tell the party waiting at the right thing for make we able go one step ahead. If they're listening, fine. If they're not listening, fine. But that's And I saw no more able to do my brother. Go ahead, doctor, if you want to say something, then we'll go to the next one.
Not really. Back all just pray for peace, and I also urge the um, voters them make them register, because if they're not able to register, I know say not to their fault. There are technical and also some other discrepancies where they go on across the country, but may them show resilience and resistance and bear till the end. We go today, you go tomorrow, they not agree. Next time, go back until you make sure say conditions are viable. We go register, then you go able for exercise your franchise for the future.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let me go to George Orwell. The problem is not to ask people to go out and register, but you guys have to pile pressure on ECSL to allow their staff to register the people. Definitely, I agree with you, George. George, one of the things we right now, we all suppose for pile pressure, and not to this program because the program always they come Saturday, not so. But before Saturday, you get Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and Sunday, right? You get 6 days. Throughout them 6 days, then me always they in social media, they send out audios, then they send out messages on how waiting we supposed for do for mitigate some of them blatant problems where they happen within the registration process, and this not just one of them. And the first day of registration, I bring in Honorable Abu Kabu, when na the secretary for the 21-man committee, where he can give you an update. I've been time for call and just know about informing himself. He look busy. One of the questions where I ask is how we go able for make sure same some of the things that we would already say now in they go on, we go able to mitigate that, we go able to stop that, you know, and not through pressure.
Yeah.
Go ahead, doctor.
Thank you, George Orwell. Yes, you're right. For appeal for make the ECSL allow people there for vote. Yes, we don't read this from the reports where they happen at the ground. The good thing also is that we have both national and international observers, and I think say they are also going to put pressure on this. The only thing where I want for appeal to ECSL, therefore no say this is not injury time. The time limit where they put is not sufficient, because we don't see even in football, if not 10 minutes, then the other. So if it costs for make them give 2 months extension so that they rectify all the technicalities and all the other discrepancies where they go on, so that may then give everybody the one way be of age, especially that is very painful. Where then they say, then they deny people them, where they don't reach of age for vote, then they deny them for one reason or the other. I think this is not right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
God help, because there were, you don't know, the person will not become of age. Not assume say sometimes na APC they go vote for. Sometimes they go vote for NGC, or they go put for C4C, or they go vote for SLPP, or they go vote for APC. You know, sometimes the snake go bet himself. How? Supposing all them discrepancies here where they go on, at the end they cast the whole election, that section they. Where according to certain reports, if international pressure come, they say, you know what, you guys have not been fair, so we cancel this area. So what are you going to do? Oh, you go say, well, if I be no, I mean, I know you look grown, but sometimes I do get for him. So now that.
All right. So George Oya also say, my brother, please do not buy to those assumptions. These guys are criminals and very connive in their activities. You will be shocked to know that will produce shocking results. George, can you explain a little bit on this? It's a little bit um, difficult for understand. Right? Explain that better. I will come back to you. Alusan Samora say You rightly know the intention of the SLPP to marginalize the Northwest and stop using the word technical problems. I think you need to be investigated. Okay. Okay, I understand what you're trying to talk about. These are some of the things where they talk about Alusign. When we emotions for make decisions, we will always be clouded by their emotions than they. The first day of this process, I bring Honorable Abu Kabo. After the process, 7 o'clock, the time after they don't register everything the first day, I bring and come for make I can get an update. One of the and Sam King also. One of the things we then tell we is about these technical problems. So I was thinking the technical problem was only not the stronghold of the APC party because that was the first information I get. But Honorable Abu Kabo can categorically say the technical difficulties is all over the country. I don't know if you've been there at the program last week. Um, so the technical difficulties might be something where not a real technical difficulties. Either because somebody go by some devices where not up to the level where it's supposed to perform, and it dey give real technical difficulties. Because I know of Kenema, there was a report where come out for says they get the same problem. I think places like Kailahu or Kono also. So in as much as yes, we want for make we paint the SLPP or the ECSSL for say then get some kind of dubious activities. Um, those dubious activities is not based on the technical problems where they happen. It's based on some of waiting Dr. Just talk where somebody they come, he get a birth certificate, but in 18th birthday na May, right now, turn 18 yet. Then they push out, say, no, 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 turn 18 yet for make they able to deprive them people. And these are some of the things we need for put more effort for make sure say that's not happen. If there is a technical difficulties, EU already don't because EU now one of the international organizations there we spend more money on this election, this process where they go so they already don't engage with the ECSL for make sure say they're able for mitigate some of them technical problems. Then they, if you say there was no technical problem at all, not just a way for make them able deprive the North. I know one for Bayern because I get credibility. As I tell you, I get credibility where I defend. My brother, there is nothing important in this world than your credibility. Because your credibility now it make you who you are. And it's very easy for lose your credibility. Very difficult for create your credibility to the level where um everybody they see you and say, no, this person will get respect for them. So I don't create my credibility and I don't maintain them for so long. Not to them petty tear they make and they can't lose them. There were technical problems. Then they can fix them small. It is still continue and the need for fix them. But for say those are not technical difficulties, I don't know. Doctor, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Makota. Comrade Alusai, we they try for talk. We always see also that although he has been not to APC now, Makota can testify.
Doctor, talk anyway. Just talk.
Me want for make the registration go on to the fullest. I don't become an APC member since 1980. I don't know how old you were then, and I was a youth APC Secretary General. I don't serve almost all the presidents of the APC, from Pashekin time, Patrick Ojo, Deputy Secretary.
Doctor, before you go further,
Yeah.
amnesty already done there for everybody with this gone to for come back. So it's time for make you stop for go the talk, so to APC. Come back. come home. But
Okay.
that
All
interrupt
right.
you.
All right. So what would they try for talk now? The pressure what would they try for put Mr. Alusain or Comrade Alusain? I mean, since this thing they say it cuts across the country, then it is not only an APC problem. I mean, better put, will they opt or will they actually ask the ECSL for make them look into the injury time? Because if it is not a delaying tactics, then it's going to bite everybody, not only the APC.
Yeah.
Because if you put say no more for this for the APC, then it seems like a confrontation. But since this is not generalized, so we did ask all the stakeholders, the United Nations or the African Union, the European Union, where they're all in on the ground for make them seriously think, because they say that they bring new computers them, encompass with all the other technicalities, all the one that we don't deny. That is time buying. So because of that, we call it an injury time. Mr. Alusain, these are some of the forces them we will try for advocate for. Because already there is 1 week don't go. We barely have 3 weeks, and that's not enough.
Yeah.
You know? So there should be a stoppage time, and we will feel say forgive, and that's the right of every Sierra Leonean.
And
I don't know what I get for put for. So make the extend up to 2 months. Then that time the elections then they up to 2023. So why they can't limit when the time, of course, you know, get a smooth running something. So they get a hiccup here, a hiccup yonder. So forgive the benefits of the doubt and for a level playing ground, Moku opt and vie for and advocate for an injury time, an extension of the registration period.
And besides that, I've been talked to Abdul Kabo for see way how they get for requests for an extension. It very very feasible because so many problems they happen. They talk the technical problems the way they happen. So if indeed ECSL like what they try for insinuate say, maybe in addition then just they try for deprive the North or the APC. Well, if they seriously no say this is not a technical problem, I think it's time for America we ask for an extension, so that some of the people they will not been get the chance for register for make them register. And another thing where I want for suggest to the ECSL, you see this limited registration now a cake way of doing things. We live in a modern age. ECSL suppose forget offices throughout the country, right? In America here, there is no time when you go say, okay, now between this time and this time, now you register for votes. No, you can go today na post office, they go register there. You go take your license. If you want to register, they go register there. So
or through the website, their website, or you can go through the website.
Even at the website, you go register there. If you get all the necessary documentation or something like that, you go register. If you get an ID, all you need to do is upload your ID. Everybody, yeah, or your birth certificate. So, but for say pass this specific time period, now in no more we go agree for let people then register. That's not a cake way of doing things. We don't pass that. We are in the 21st century, the century where come up with digital.
The whole problem, Mankota, I think so. We'll get for take away parliamentarians them into task, all of them. But as it is, they are a big disappointment to the country and to the people as a whole. I mean, they play a mumu game where very doubtful here. Of course, I can understand who don't want to talk, then go talk them na Pandemba, But again, I think they have a right to speak and to come out openly and advocate for the country as a whole. It's not only the APC, the SLPP, the C4C, the NGC, and all the other stakeholders. This is a civic right. where everybody gets and make them do it for the common good. For the tomorrow, not for now, for the tomorrow. We are giving these suggestions because tomorrow we will have to ask them many questions when they go come for say, okay, now without register for go vote. Vote for who that? You been talk for me yesterday? You know me? Oh, Nana, you know me? So these are some of the things, Mr. Makota, Mr. Lucien. I hope say you there.
Yeah, they hear you very clearly. I hope say the parliamentarians and they hear you. I want to emphasize more on this limited time registration process. It cause problem within a modern democratic society. You know, ECS is supposed to get a secure public registration platform, like a website. A website. If that one they go on, people then will take their phone, send the information. All what they get for do now is then they verify. Then they go through their registration and they try for verify whether it is true or not or something like that. Now, very simple thing that one day.
And the website no know if this not APC or this not the North or this not that. Once you get a valid, identification number, they go able for the product. Yeah,
that's all. So I think say in essence, this also they save money.
Mm-hmm.
They save money. To be honest with you, how many thousands of people the way the ECSL they pay right now, where they go around the country, then get transportation expenses, they go around the country, they go and register people there. If when I get this platform where we are done with and call very, very secure. Hey, I they tell you one thing. If we are not able for make them, una tell me, okay, I go make one for una. I go make a very secure for una. Me na software engineer. I dey work for the government. I don't work for the government now for 21 years. So not to even kalu what they call. I don't produce some of the most sophisticated applications for the government here in the United States. So very, very simple. Create something where everybody get access into. When I wouldn't call them, when somebody register, it go then at the queue of verification. When what you get for do no more now, una as the ECSL staff, una go able for go into this system and look every registration, try for verify and for say yes, this na legitimate registration. The one we need to legitimate registration, when I take and put on the certain queues where una go contact the people there and say, hey, you contact the person because at least the person is supposed to put in phone number, your contact number. Say, hey, we still get question for you for XYZ. This is very, very simple. It is save a lot of money. We are not even need for spend millions of dollars. Sometimes also when they go spend millions of dollars for registration, when they spend less than $1 million or even less than $100,000. Because this now, nobody not get for go begin queue for register. Tinap na sun or na rain all day.
Now the literacy rate no more again. When we look into that,
well, the one the way illiterate, there must be some way where then we're able to help them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there must be some way where then we're able to help them. Yeah. For example, now then get how many? Let's say now 16 districts will get right now, not so. We get 16 districts. Every district get a headquarter, ECSL headquarter. You understand? Where they monitor that district, the way they do everything to that district, but if you want for registration, not for sinners, and a very very tedious something, you put your personal information, including any document, supporting document. That's all.
Yeah, and Dr. Mankota, what surprised me? I mean, why they wait till now the day now they get for discover then challenging problems here with Dentia. Dentia, I think the way that before don't test run prior to the day.
I talk last Saturday.
I can't understand why the ECSL not or they're not they make meeting, they're not they do something before then here. They have a lot of questions to answer.
Well, the other thing here is, I think you actually knock the actual problem. Why you wait till last minute? Now the day now you go you can't discover same. Then
No,
devices they then get
it's not
problems.
right. It's not right. It's not right. No.
So now negligence anyway. But let we move on anyway. And let we go to by Wale, my favorite, one of my favorites at this program. So the APC members of parliament lied to us about the omission of the NIN from the Election Act of 2022. Honorable Abdul made it emphatically and explicitly clear that the NIN is not a compulsory criteria to register to vote. But currently, we have had cries about people turned down because they don't have NIN. Who is telling sacrosanct fact here? Okay. Well, I don't know. By Wali, this is not a very good question. But I don't know. I don't know. Nadame can be one bring Honorable Abu or Bumne earlier na the program for make for being can get more updates to them. But unfortunately,
Mankota,
uh,
I mean, I hate for say everything we get for depend on the West, on the this. But prior to this, if my memory serves me right, the American embassy or ambassador, they say make sure say they give chance to every citizen for vote. Make them give chance. And we self to we self. If we say, if we really want to do the right thing, if we don't want rogue, we could register and give everybody the chance to vote.
the one that we qualify, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
you will qualify. But
Definitely.
if you say you did disenfranchise this one, or for so reason, for that other reason, this is not the genesis of the whole commotion where they loom ahead. God forbid it. But again, I just appeal. ECSL. All the accusations are pointing at you. If you did delay, they try for deny willful identity. Sometimes na biscuit. Who say you don't expect that you get for go broke?
All right, so let me just give you a quick historical fact
Mm.
about
What try can go
yeah about some of what we talk about. In 2015, I went to Sierra Leone and I was able to discuss with the the technical director of NEC, National Electoral Commission. That's the name the one the way they may first get. Let me pull you first, doctor. Since so the National Electoral Commission, I get for meet with them. I go to their office, go tell them, say, hey, I know say NEC they get a lot of maybe problems technically. So if you not want anything, we for get software them we not go able for use for make things easy for you. I get a company in a saloon in America where then go able to make them for you. One of the things we then tell me is one of the problems we then get is electricity is a big problem. Well, that's it. Okay. Now we go to Baiwali again. So, Mankota, what will be your prediction about the forthcoming election? Many school of thought have been saying that the loss of election by APC was just a regime change. What is your take on this saying? Well, let me try for debunk the myth of a regime change. Yeah, I don't hear this argument so many times. So many times. I don't hear this argument. And from the beginning, where they start this argument, like I tell you earlier, and I talk to the way I tell Alusign, what's his name himself, Alusign something, where been they try for Alusign Samura. The the loss of election for the APC party in 2018 was very, very clear to anybody who is a smart person. You know what thing be happen? We became complacent. That was the biggest problem we will get. We became complacent so much that we rely on the popularity of Anespai Koroma. Anybody when an analyst, political analyst, somebody will get experience when it comes to data analysis, it will tell you what they tell you say the same thing what they tell you so. We became so complacent that we forget for say we are dealing with human beings. Human beings where because of the poverty where they alone, then very easy for twist. Very, very easy. This is now one of the things where you as a politicians always they put now you um now you strategy for say mortal man can change anytime. Okay. President Anesbai Kuroma was so popular that everybody was banking on impopularity. That's like the first mistake we'll make. And what I do, I call them, the leadership, I send them. I call them, I tell them, say, if we not bank on President Anesbai Kuroma impopularity right now, that is going to be a disaster for we. Anesbai Kuroma no, not get for the ballot box. It's popular, but you don't get for the ballot box. So that's now one of the things we'll get for looking to. Then ignore me. Now, the second thing where I want for debunk this regime change, some people then say, oh, the international community we want a regime change, and that make no whether we win or not, there was going to be a regime change. Now somebody will no get a human brain, now they buy into some of them here. First of all, now we've been in a power. Okay? Now we've been in a power. There is a clause in one of the legislation, the NEC legislations, all right, where the president been get the rights for fire or hire NEC with the approval of parliament. At that time, now we been get parliament. Now when are the legislation? Now we been get the executive. Hey, brah, come on, we not so picking again. Do you believe we where they control all them to them main organs here? We sit down. Then go rogue we. I not say the election been get so many problems. I not deny that fact in my brother. The election been get so many problems. That was true. Because even the calculation was wrong. The calculation, the total amount was 101%. So that tell you how problematic the election was. But it is not enough for hang into that. You understand? The votes were counted. The votes were counted. When I remember, immediately after Anesbai Koroma selects Dr. Samura, the animosity will be filled within the APC party. I know a lot of people are not being actually detect that thermometer. The animosity will be filled within the APC party was just too much. I will tell you one thing. In as much as people want for say, now a regime change, me know the Biden thing and them. The APC now then lost the election. The SLPP not win the election. And now I don't explain this so many times because this is not very complicated saying. When I say the SLPP not win the election, that don't mean saying they not win the election. Now, because we lost the election intentionally or unintentionally, the next person where they benefit from we mishaps now the SLPP. So the SLPP benefits from the problems that we been there within the APC party. We lost that election there. Okay? As I've been tell Alusan, I've been get people them way been the one been there na the headquarter. The other people that them in there na the provinces them. Now, I mean, na the only diaspora media way neck being accredited for make send people for make them go monitor the tally of the votes. I was getting accurate, full vote count. Na me program. Some of now been there when I've been the see where I've been the broadcast of that. You know what to make. I mean, if I been for be the first person where actually they announce it, the APC don't lose the election because of what I've been get. But I refuse. The day before the announcement, I don't know say we don't lose the election. The time when Abdullah taken the program, where he can tell we say, well, we don't win the election because Freetown we get so thing. Don't get the tally. Abdul Fonti, one of my commentators, because him been there. Now the only person who I'll tell, I say, no mind waiting anybody tell you we don't lose the election. And this was the time when everybody was the Minenak, then call them Pochkoba. The Minenak Pochkoba. I sit down, I shake my head. I go na the APC we internal forum. Because at the time, there are a lot of people who were just angry with me because I was so adamant for throw the line. Because I know that the ditch will be the go. So there are a lot of people who have been angry with me. They just want no more wait and say, or why you or say Tolombo, that you no more. But I was so adamant saying, no. We have to face reality. I went to the APC internal website. I go ask question. Because the celebration was not only in Freetown. After the APC talk say let people them come on the streets. The celebration was also in social media, the internal APC platform them. I go now with internal platform. I say now hold on a minute. What happened if like all the celebration? So what happened if later we can't find out say we don't lose the election? Now this I just go talk. Hey, bruh. My friends, some of my best friends at the APC party, and then begin attack me. Boban Kota, who's they call this? You very, very pessimistic that this is what I call no more. We don't win the election. So if you don't want to celebrate, that's what I say. My question I ask. Because I've been getting the truth in my hand. I behold the truth. You know, now the broadcast, I come out, I say, I will give the final result tomorrow. And they announce who that win the election tomorrow. At the broadcast, if you go on YouTube or Facebook, you go able to get that broadcast in 2018. But I sit down back, I said, okay, this is not my party. Right now, the leadership of the party don't raise the hope of every member of the party. If me, when an ordinary member, I can't say something, tomorrow, I will get into trouble. So therefore, let me just leave it as it is. Make NEC announce the election. I call Abdul Fonti because since I've been there at the program, now we all been the broadcast. We've been there at the program. I tell him behind the scene, I say, Abu, oh man, we don't lose this election. He said, really? With all this, I say, no, don't worry, waiting and they talk, so we don't lose the election. But the next day, well, after that, in fact, let me tell you one thing. I hope say we'll not go ever do waiting we do in 2018. For race, we members them, their hope so high, while the leadership of the APC party, we know say we will not lost the election. They knew it. Aji Bujalo, probably they can watch me. in one of the people, the officials there, right? Let me just put this right. Hold on, guys. Okay. Probably now man were very, very credible. They can't test. Probably one day he would testify, say yes. We knew that the election was lost. One day, yeah. They knew it. The time when they raised that alarm, they already knew the election was already lost. They knew it. But yesterday then they raised the hopes of we members them. People then celebrate. Now the reason now the way a lot of people then shock. So when then they can now then begin bring this, I don't know, pathetic narration for saying, oh, na regime change, no matter what you then call. People then buy them. They buy them because we raised their hope for say we not win the election. So now if you can't say we win the election, but now regime change. The internal community wants a regime change. People they're not able to think on their own, then go buy them. I will tell you this. This was exactly what happened. Okay? That was what happened. I knew. My brother, on their way, they attack me. When they announced the result, some of them shame me, tell them shame. Now I go now find out that I say, you see what I've been telling you now? I not been get the mind for can't tell now say when I stop for celebrate the election is lost because sometimes they for been pulling me at them forums and they. So now let me come to you answer. I know say I don't explain so much, but I just want to lay the foundation. So what will be your prediction about the forthcoming election? I don't already make a lot of prediction here. I don't know, maybe you forget. I'll tell you one thing, by Wale. I don't see you a frequent viewer now this program. I appreciate very much. Here is the thing where I've been telling you now. The APC party gets a big opportunity for win this coming election because of the mishap of the SLPP-led government. The SLPP don't give we a silver platter. Now we hand. But again, just like the example where I give about they give somebody like this mixer, this expensive mixer to a 10-year, 15-year-old, they take it serious because you don't know the value. So the value of this opportunity where the SLPP don't give you is just tremendous, just too much. Imagine the first time in the history of multi-party democracy here since 1996, where you see a government, a first-time government, they make so much mistakes like this SLPP government. But so that's if we sit down and strategize and make sure we do the right thing, we forget about these emotional feelings where we get, or what we call wishful thinking, where we get within ourselves, we go win the election. Okay? We go win the election. However, now mark this. The way I see the APC, they go, if we not make a detour, if we not change, if we not unite, for let we all come together, for make we able, for work together, the opportunity where the SLPP give it, we're not going to be able for do a thing. This election is going to be lost by the APC. I'm telling you, it's going to be lost. No matter what somebody say. Some people then say, oh, people they're angry, people they're vexed, people they're that. Yeah, the people they're vexed, people they're angry. They're angry. But that's not enough. It's not enough. If we're not able for organize, it's not enough. I'm telling you this. Tomorrow, people their way right now, where they disagree with me, when it happened, then we'll come with another fallacious excuse. But without strategy, without unity within a political party, you are not going to do a thing. So this is my prediction. We get opportunity for win the election. But the danger for lose the election is also very high for we because of this greedy, selfish behavior, emotional reactions on members. Then yesterday, I respond to honorable, not honorable, Mr. Bumne Suleiman Kamara, when at the PRO for the 21-man committee. He pulled out an audio yesterday, try for update people them. I respond to that audio there. And when you listen to the audio, in as much as yes, we don't make some kind of an effort, the peace council and the elders then come together, then bring the 21 people here where right now they mess up the APC party. For make them sit down and try for unify the party, for make them unite, work together. But listening to Bumne, it seems we still get a long way to go. We still get a long way to go. Yes, the first attempt has been done, but there are still people who still they try for resist. You understand? Then they resist. And I don't know why. That's all. You don't come. All right. Let me bring you back. Then they resist me, brother. So you they see still the greediness, the selfishness within the APC party. A lot of people them now for themselves no more, not for the party. And this now Inge for go dump you under this again. So now this I get. I don't know, doctor. You just come. I don't know what actually they talk, but as they continue, you go catch up.
No, I mean they're backstage, but I've been listening. You.
Oh, okay. So you want to say anything about the prediction? Where by Wale
the prediction. I think you're right. The disunity where they exist in the party, the biasness, consciously or unconsciously, the bad art, the implosion where they within the kind of the flag bearership position. I think that is just too foolish, because if they don't work as a team, even if you are the best team like Brazil, that's why Brazil maybe they win many matches. They may play as individual, but when they decide for CAM, they play as a team, they regain the World Cup. So this is what they should do. They have to strategize, and I mean they are just doing the same thing what the SLPP did for them. I mean, because with all what don't happen, it's like the SLPP don't campaign for the APC.
Yeah.
But if they not get their acts together, I'm sorry, they will lose.
Yeah, definitely. Now let we go to Peter Dauda. Peter Dauda still they insist. You say you cannot continue to deny APC involvement in the August protest while at the same time trying to financially help those who have been arrested or killed. Well, Peter Dauda, one of the things most of the people then the people that they arrest, they're not even there at the protest. They're not even there at the protest. This is not a fact. After the coffee where them put, I mean they go na net. Then they go and arrest people them. Okay? They go and arrest people them.
Make I tell you, one thing they happen. I don't know. I've been listening to one lady from Kenema. One of the people that were they killed. Now a guy from, I think Kenema, is a mandate. Where I think the aftermath of this, where they say that they make overnight assassination, they go kill him. They pull and they kill him. I remember saying a member of the opposition.
Yeah, so that's exactly,
You know, so this is philanthropic, not a matter. And besides, most of the people where they at that place, they are so innocent. What about the Bobo where they at the balcony? Well, no mechanics, they go shoot up.
Yeah, what about the Bobo where they up in the video?
Yeah,
in the protest.
Yeah,
they shoot them, then kill them.
So let us be cautious here, anyway.
So you're not gonna say because people then they try for help, they want the way then kill or arrest. So therefore, that means they're not they're involved. No, we know what will happen. Some of we know, some of we they against that protest there from the beginning, but at the same time we get for say the truth. As I've been taught, your credibility is more important than anything. So yeah, those people
again they get for differentiate. One, we're already in the diaspora, whether NGC, C4C, SLPP, APC, We are the backbone. We are the bedrock of support for people in back home. Before this protest, now and after. The remittances is what they give at that country. Now they actually sustain with people there. That not mean say when I send up money for me person for make it go eat or make it go school, I go tell her say go protest. No. Because that was what they were saying. That, oh, you are supporting from here. Come on. I mean, go and check your lines. Every day, you get 10 telephones from your people then. Friends them, when they don't evict from the houses there for rent.
So now we go to George. We don't almost go out of time. One guy was talking about how the number of registered voters are greater from the northwest than that of southeast, according to his information. I just to caution that person not to buy to that assumption, as ECSL did not give us any statistical data of their figures in region or district yet. They just gave us a scanty number. Yeah, that's a good point, George.
I have a concern about that also because, in fact, from that, when I've been just coming, I really talk about that. I'm skeptical about him because, I mean, he's not credible.
Yeah, I know what them call. Okay, just say, Dr. Mankota, the problem is not the extension of time, but the manner in which these guys are trying to disenfranchise the people from registering.
Well, that's why we need an extension of time.
They are creating
because this is a distraction
of intimidation to discourage the people from coming out to register. Like Dr. Kamara is saying, the MPs and the opposition strong people should pressure the ECSL to allow the people to register. I agree with you. Totally agree with you.
Yeah, not only to pressure for make the people register, the injury time lost, I mean, has a negative impact on the number of people that will get for register. And also, there is one point where I feel say plenty of people are afraid for come out because there is what you call a euphoria. I remember I was caught in the country. I went for holiday when the NPRC shooting came out. I got to go back Nalonge. I fly out to Guinea. Many a time when I be the come holiday, I they still afraid for go up country. I know they go past Waterloo. People are afraid to come out.
Yeah.
After what don't happen.
Definitely.
So they get for actually nullify that one. I reassure everybody, say, oh, people then will come out. They're not going to intimidate them. They're not going to arrest them. They're not going to do this because people are in hiding.
Yeah, I agree. So Peter Dauda say, when will the APC come out and declare that they were behind the August protest?
He will tell we when. He will tell we when.
No. I think what he the time for say. I think he's so obsessed with trying for rap the APC now this protest that he even forget. I think what he the time for talk is, when will the okay, I understand what you mean. When will the APC come out and declare that we are behind the August protest? Well, when they are back in power, no. Mr. Dauda, don't forget about this topic. No matter what they try for do for wrap the APC into this protest, it's not going to work. We get evidence, we get everything we need. All right, doctor, it's time to go, huh?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much.
I don't later. They go to a wedding, actually.
Okay, well, see you next week. Yeah, so Peter Dauda, the APC, not hypocrites, my brother. So we are not a party to this protest, full stop. Whether you want for believe now, you don't want for believe, but that's the fact. All right, by Wale, they will not trust you because you are an APC member, an APC party member. NEC is dominated. Oh, okay, talk about NEC. No, don't mention them. Na APC didn't power. No, ISLPP actually. Yeah, not true. ISLPP 2015. ISLPP. You're right. No, now APC didn't power. Yeah, now APC didn't power 2015. Now APC been in power. It just be saying not that one no more, my brother. Let me tell you another thing. I think I've been not talking about this sometimes ago here. You know, Mother be the talk or the well, let me just say the leaders of the country, whether not APC or SLPP, then they always talk about the human resources. Like Mother Bio is so obsessed with this statement, human resources. They try for build a human resources. Pretty good, right? A very good statement. But is it serious? Is Mother Bio serious? No, it's not. Was an Escoma serious to build a human capital, human resources? No, he wasn't serious. Was Tijan Kaba serious when he talked about building human capital, human resources? No, he was not. Then he talked for try for satisfy them conscience because not to win. That same trip where I go, I've been build a prototype software where I be expect the police department as alone for being used for track crime rates in the country. To be honest with you, go right on as alone the police department, you go ask them what's the crime rates na the country based on the district. They never give you any kind of a good answer because they're not get the ability for make them able to track them in a day. So I build a software where able for track the crimes then they commit, where they report now the police, where they commit throughout the country. And this software is not only tracking that, it also help the police departments for make them able for distribute the small resources where the police get for fight crime more effectively. Example, if na Freetown, now the crime rate too much, you gonna see as Freetown, the crime rate is too much now Freetown, so therefore, let we spend more money for fight the crime rates now Freetown than in Bo, where probably the crime rate is not too much, or than in McKinney, where crime rate is not too much. The software was full of rich features, a lot of features, fingerprinting, face detections, and all those type of rich features. I go na police headquarters. We don't have been the police, the IG say Munu, IG Munu. Now I go meet. I go with the prototype for demo. Now I go meet. I explain yeah. Munu appreciates. He say the lack that kind of na this country. So he send me na Kintom to the police. I think is it communication or IT director at the police. I go meet him. Me and sit down. I demo the software. I show him how this software they benefit and how it work. He like him. But guess what? Yeah, bruh, then can't see nothing the way we they look for now this country. But lights not there. Lights not there. Yeah. Say accommodate. And what I've been telling you, I say I will install this for as a prototype, as a piloting program within the Freetown area first. Una do as a test for let una see, for let una familiarize with what they call. Then when una ready, then we install them at the other part of the country so that una go able for manage una resources very effectively. And besides, not only that, like Naya, where if somebody they arrest them, he gets a record. Police, if a police pull yourself, it will able see say you be don't get a record, you get a police warrant or something like that. Everything was there. Everything. So you gonna say, for example, if somebody go commit a crime na nabo, then the sentence na nabo, he serve time there, he commode there, after in time na prison, he can have free term. If he can commit another crime, well, free time we're able for no say this person now a notorious criminal because he don't commit this crime at this particular time at this particular location. So now he don't can commit. So it they help the police department for making them effectively able to fight crime, right? That was the intent of that software. But you know what? Then say light no day. Well, I don't know when light get for come for able for power a laptop able for power a laptop. They're not able. They say light no day. It was very, very pathetic. Later I can understand say it's not never about light. It's never about light. The politicians them, including the policeman them, then they afraid technology because it expose them criminal behavior, then corruption. Because when you get a system where they monitor every activity where they go on, whether expenditure or something like that, you're afraid if you're not a corrupt person. And the reason this way they no want to embrace technology in Africa, na Salon in particular. East Africa, they don't begin the embrace technology and then own administrative stuff there. But Sierra Leone, because one of the funny thing why I say is them quick for born treasury. Quick they say outside the paper then they that obviously it depend born. Just say no more probably ACC they can investigate somebody na that department there. But if they use technology, digital management, you can burn the entire building, especially if the server is not even in that building. If not a cloud server, you can burn the entire Sierra Leone. You're not able to erase that record there. So this is the problem. Why then they afraid? So what did they say? Then say, well, light's not there. Now the excuse that one day. It's very, very pathetic. Now, Mohammed Kohli, you guys keep blaming the machines. There are a lot of human errors like rushing to register on the wrong area. This is a two-phase process. Political parties are registering underage children. Also, people are doing double votings while the ECSL is now digital that can detect these anomalies quickly. Well, yeah, I understand for say yes. Sometimes people then they go to the wrong precinct for go register. I don't know, but that would just pressurize them, let them do the right thing, okay? Alishan Samora say, with all due respect, elders, this is deliberate to cut down on the registration cost. ECSL don't want to register to surpass the NACRA registration. Creating options to use the NACRA registration, it's a scam by SLPP plus ECSL. APC come together and elect a flag bearer to take power. Well, this na me comrade. This na real APC. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, then we need forget a flag bearer. But the first thing what we do first, now the lower level elections and first get for go through. Then before we think about the lower level election according to the 21-man committee yesterday, it seems like maybe late October to early November. But by December, sometime for done good at the National Delegates Conference, who's how they go elect who's how they go elect the flag bearer way they talk about. No, so you desperate to forget a flag bearer. I understand. I am Mohammed Kohli. Mohammed, I don't know if na Kohli or Kohli, so I just say Kohli, okay? Also, here in America, the rollout of the Obamacare was full of challenges. Are you guys trying to lay the foundation for a blame game? Please sensitize the voters accordingly. No, we're not doing Mohammed. the quota they talk, there are real technical difficulties with the machines. I think the problem I get with ECSL is some of them machines them for be not test them way before time. I think if them for been do them before time, then test the machine. Yeah, they're not for being done with get this problem where they happen. So when you buy a machine where for can do something like that, very very important. Test the machines and they make sure say everything work perfectly before the time reach. You know they go test them at the time when the registration they go on, and that make them get them kind of problems here, and that they will blame them for. By Wali say, what was the result of 2018 election? Yeah, I have not confirmed it, but I was told that the percentage was 103. No, I think 101 or something like that. Probably, yeah. Instead of 100%. Yeah. I think I already don't talk about that. Say the election of 2018 been get problems. Yeah, we know that. This na kind of a miscalculation that happened. So I was able to talk to Mfa Ali, the electoral commissioner. I've been able to talk to her that time. I think na the calculation where them puts I think Nain bring up with this 103 or 101. I don't know, something like that. Because when I see that what them call it, I talk to Mfa Ali. I don't know, I think say he died in Salon or in American, I don't know, or London. Yeah, but that was one of the problems by Wali. Get 103%. That tells you that there is a problem. But the problem was not enough for make we lose the election. Not so that one day. This is just a calculation of the vote, miscalculation of the vote, because the vote was I think according to Fali and Udam, the PRO of NEC at the time, Albert Masakoy, I think na one of the directors them, na ECSL, was there was some kind of discrepancies between the valid vote and the invalid vote. So this na the mix up, the calculation, the mix up can get this number. Hi, Lucretia Ban, welcome back. The PPRC boss said that the people in Kedema refused to register, check the newspaper, organize, and others. There is poor turnout on the south and east. Well, I don't know. For me, I don't care which party wins. I am all for the development. Who will take Sierra Leone forward, bring peace, and let's all be together. Hi, Michael Coker. ECSL should extend the registration period. Also, they need to do something about underage children attempting to register. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on both sides because it get for cost problem. It get for cost problem. The extension should be granted. I don't think I don't even need for make the political parties then for make them request that NEC if not some an institution way very credible like then small technical problems here. Therefore don't therefore well maybe then get for another one for preempt. Maybe then go do then go extend the time without political party requesting for that. Maybe then go talk to parliament and maybe the president will say, well, because of the technical difficulties, we need to extend the time, which is the most important thing. Okay. So I think that's it for today. Let me see if Bumne still yeah. There's some problem with the Bumne phone. I've been sent message for him yesterday say I go on for talk to Ram. Let me see. I've been sent message to Ram say I go on talk to Ram today for an update of what thing they go on. Yeah. We're hearing them now.
You're calling is either switched off or outside the coverage area.
And
The number you're calling is either switched off or else.
yeah. So I know we'll get hold of him, but so far we don't come to the end of this program. I just want to thank everybody, especially we guest them for today. Kadi Kamara, Valda, Kaikai, and Baby Haj for kind of the program, for what they try for do. I appreciate that very much because it's important for help those in need. And I just want to thank Dr. Kamara, one of my commentators. Sorry, are they off the mic? One of my commentators, we can help explain certain things. And without we now the viewers them, I really appreciate una because this is not just a viewing exercise; it's also a participation exercise. When I always they participate, when I give my own opinion, we make it very interactive, and it make we all they enjoy the discussion, not so. So now we continue for um do the same thing. By Wale, now you know the last person now where they read your message. I listened to one commentator by the name of Mohamed Moriba from Bo that most of the registration centers are completely empty. Why? Well, who knows? Okay. All right. Let's end this. Okay. I think it's time for America. We end it now. I appreciate you now all for the wonderful interaction we get today. We'll see you now back next week, the same time, the same place. Bye.